Texas Senate could take its first look at school voucher legislation this week. The governor once again pushing for school choice, a plan that failed in the last session. Good evening. I'm Clarice Tinsley. Governor Abbott discussed the issue at one of his top priorities in his State of the State address last night. But Democrats are making a last-minute push to derail the plan. Fox 4's Stephen Dial live with that. Stephen.
The Texas Senate will take up and likely pass their version of $1 billion school voucher plan, setting up a showdown in the Texas House.
Every child deserves the education that's best for them. It is time to expand that same opportunity to every family in the great state of Texas.
Sunday, Governor Greg Abbott laid out his emergency items for this session. A top priority, creating education savings accounts with $10,000 per eligible student. A lottery system would award $1 billion to an estimated 100,000 Texas students whose families want to put them in private schools.
Schools must respond to parents' concerns, and parents should be empowered to choose the school that's best for their child.
The plan failed in the House multiple times the last session, but with a different landscape this session, Abbott thinks he can follow through on a campaign promise.
Call them and tell them, I'm not interested in giving my tax dollars to rich people so they can send their kids to religious private school.
Democrat lawmakers consider the proposal discriminatory, although Republicans say it prioritizes low-income and special needs students.
They can pick and choose their students, denying admission based on test scores, discipline history, disabilities, or even whether a student fits their culture.
While vouchers are a divisive issue, both sides have called for new funding for public schools and a raise in teacher pay.
To increase teachers' average salary to an all-time high, I'm declaring teacher pay an emergency item this session.
In the Senate, there is a plan to add $5 billion in new public education funding. From that, teacher pay would increase $4,000 across the board, with an additional $6,000 for rural teachers. Democrats think public school funding should be the priority, not vouchers.
Everybody on the floor is ready to pass a school pass a bill that increases the funding to schools. Everyone's ready. The question is Governor Abbott ready?
Now, I'm being told from Senate staffers that bill, SB 2, can come up for a vote as early as tomorrow. It's expected to pass.